silver. Now we are based on 1 hour chart. Okay, if you refer back to my last video when the price was here, we mentioned we had the analysis, but I didn't have the update on Thursday. Anyway, in my last video when the price was here, we say if you want to look for buy, we need the price to drop. Okay, but as you can see, the price continue and drop here. Okay, that means what we have is running flat. This is the trade we are looking for. Okay, because as I mentioned, it depends on the flat we get it. This is the, rather than dropping here, we see the continuation, we get the running flat. Okay, now we wanna see how we can trade it for the next week. Alright, if we move to daily chart, okay, based on the daily chart, what we wanna see here, what we can see here and what we wanna expect, there is a two option. Okay, the first option, same as usual, we have this trim wave. That means this is the only correction and the price from here can continue. And the second option is still we are within the correction. That means still we will get this correction, similar to something what we have here. That means the price can correct, drop before we expect for the next move up. Okay, now as we can see, we had this sharp move. We want to see whether from the next week, when the market open, this sharp can continue or not. Because if this sharp can continue, then from there the first option is correct. But if we see the price drop, we see the correction, then we go for the second option. Anyway, based on the daily chart, we don't have any trade set up. The only thing is still we need to wait because still we have this gap. But how we can trade it, we need to check lower time frame. Okay, if I move to 4 hour chart, based on the 4 hour chart, I need to see how this move we can look into it. The first thing is whether we want to consider this one as a correction in relative, and this is a one move. That means we have 1, 2, 3, and this is the this is a one move. We are within the correction. That means still there is a possibility the price whether from here or higher can drop. We get this correction for one move up. The another one is this is the correction. This is the correction within this and this. In that case, that means the price from here can reverse. Okay, that means now the question is, if it doesn't mean the price from here, there is a possibility to move higher, but whether the price if drop can come to here or no, still we expect the price to drop for this correction before we move up. Okay, based on what we have right now, I expect the price drop then move up. That means this correction still is not finished. If you are expecting for the down move, we are talking about the down move. Even if you want to put this correction or even here in relative to this, the sizes and in terms of the times and the price is not same. Okay, now what we want to do next week, we want to see what's happened here. If we get a correction or a small flag, still we can look for buy. But if we get a sharp move down, the flag, still we can look sell. This is what we can see because we don't have what we can see because right now we don't have anything. That means we will need to wait whether we get a correction, a small flag for buy, or sharp move down, a flag for sell. Okay, now if I draw this line, the thing is the possibility the price from here sharply move down is very less. That means any sell is within this. Then from there we need to look for one move up. But if we get any sell, the price come here, we need to manage it. We see if there is a continuation, we keep. If still, there is no continuation, we take out. Okay, also there is a possibility. It doesn't mean that if the price break this, they can continue. Even there is a possibility price come here. In that case, we will have expanding flat. Then we can look for buy because we don't know if the price drop, what type of the flat we get. We need to see. Okay, that means what we have right now, we need to wait for the correction here. How about if the market open and there is a continuation, we just leave it, we cannot trade it because we need to wait for the trade setup. Okay, how about if I move to 1 hour chart? Based on the 1 hour chart, how about the MACD? Nothing. Alright, what I expect from the way the market is, this one is showing, there should be a drop, but we cannot say right now because we need to market open. Okay, anyway, from what we have right now, I need, if I get by, I mean, when the market open, if I get a small correction or flag, I will look for buy. But any buy we should have the proper management, because we are not sure how high it can go, whether it's still the possibility we fill up this gap or not. But if we want to look for sell, whether from here or higher, any sharp move, a small flag, we can look for sell. The sell, whether come to here or here, we need to manage it. It depends. Okay, that's mean what I want to say right now is that we don't have any trade set up, and the direction is we are not really sure, because we want to see how this correction can form. Then from there we can make a decision. The only things we can do it is whatever the small trade we can get, we should manage it. And to trade for the based on the lower time frame, we cannot make a decision right now, because even there is no trade setup. We need the market open, then from there we look at the chart, and if we get any trade setup based on the daily analysis, I will share on YouTube. The only things again, we want to see whether this is the one is moving up or get the correction for next move down. And right now we cannot confirm, we need to see how this correction can form, and how this continuation can be. Because if we see then really the sharp move can continue by when the market open, then any small correction here we can look for buy based on daily chart, not the lower time frame. Anyway, we just follow the chart, and if I see any trade setup by next week, I will share on YouTube. Thanks.